Welcome to Scales Above, a Rise of Tiamat adjacent campaign that we've been running for quite a while now. As you can hear, I'm reporting from a storm out here in the United States. But no, thank you for joining us tonight for this game. We're in some fun parts of it. Our stalwart guide through these perilous worlds, Nova, has been leading us through this campaign for a while, so we're excited to play tonight. So why don't we introduce ourselves a little bit before I let any of these people go. I am Sean O'Donovan, creative director of Paradise Productions, pilot of Auric, the timey-wimey magic boy who's gotten us into most of the trouble. Although this one, wherever, also does a lot of trouble. The other one, she's pretty nice. I'll leave you two to figure out who I'm talking about. That's it. That's me. Welcome. Other people talk.
Hi, I am Nova. I am the Dungeon Master. All the VODs go up on the YouTube channel Roll for Damage. And I believe we're making a playlist that also is going to go on Paradise Productions because we're all best buddies. Yeah, I'm going to be doing mean things to these players for the next 2 or so hours. Yeah. Would my lovely wife like to tell us who she is before Shannon gets to say she's the community manager?
Oh, fuck you. Shannon, you can go first for that.
Tear him apart! Get him! Kill him!
Sick him!
She's taking the high road.
Oh, okay. Hi, everybody. I am the DM's lovely wife. No, I don't get favoritism. He still fucks up my characters pretty bad. But it's okay because I have a comfy couch to sleep on. Hi, I'm Shro or Sarah, whatever. I'm piloting Tig, our lovely little, little on the inside barbarian who's just got a heart of gold and shit ass intelligence. I'm just here to do my best and not understand the consequences. I love you. I'm going to pass it on to the most amazing Shannon.
Oh, thank you, most amazing Sarah. We need to get that quote on a t-shirt. I'm here to do my best, and what was it? Fuck shit up. Yeah. We need that on a sticker or something. Hello, everybody. I'm Shannon. I'm the community manager of Paradise Productions. What?
That was fine.
Yeah, it is fine. Shut the fuck up.
Get him.
Yeah. Face the other way.
Stay in your lane.
I'm in my safe place.
This is my nerd home. Hello, everyone. Yes, I normally play on Monday nights. I play Saskia, our pirate chaos gremlin warlock person who's figuring out who the fuck she is. But tonight, it's tonight when I'm playing right this very second, whatever time zone you're in, I'm playing Sloan, our other party barbarian who must protect Auric at all costs and is besties with the other barbarian in our party, Tick.
Took a while
I
to
have a
get
question for Sloan. Does she have a surname?
Yes, she does.
I need to know.
I don't think I've ever used it in game, but
not once. I think in the very, very beginning, maybe.
Yeah.
What's
Does
your middle
anyone
name?
remember it apart from Sloan?
I do.
Yeah, what is it?
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Good save.
Spell it.
Sound it out.
Isn't
actually
it
know
just
it, do you?
Ashley backwards?
It is, yes, it's Yelsa.
It is, yes. It's Yelsa.
Aww.
Because when I originally made Sloan, I was modeling her after Yasha, who was played by the wonderful Ashley Johnson.
Okay. So
That's pretty cute. I like that.
My whole I just felt the vibrations from the thunder, not just from the vibes in the air.
Can
I
I
guess
get
technically
you
it is the
guys
vibes in the air.
Do rock, paper, scissors for who's going to do the recap.
I'm not playing.
I voluntarily withdraw.
Okay, cool.
So I win by default.
Yeah,
It is a victory. It is a victory.
Sean wins
Put it
again,
down as a
triumphing
win.
over the barbarians. I like that. I'm in
Brain
flames.
beats
Doing this
brawn.
makes me feel like the Elmo thing.
Yes! Do it again. Just one small for me. I'm going to find it and just comparison.
Oh my goodness gracious. Y'all are gonna make me laugh
Last
so hard I'm gonna
time.
wake my son up.
Last time on roll for damages. That's not the name of the campaign. It's
Damage.
Scales above.
Damage.
Sales above
Rufus
presented
Rufus
by.
Rufferda. Last time on the scales above. Sa. We were in World War One. We were being not carted, but boated, shipped off to the front lines to deliver goods. Goods being lasciviously acquired weaponry. And we were going to France and up the Seine. We had some interesting conversations with the person who was on the boat, who also taught us how to shoot guns, which we did pretty good.
Oh, fuck, I just remember you guys had guns.
Yeah, remember we had guns? Do we keep them? Do we still have guns?
You do. They have 5 shots each.
Ooh, we have guns, everybody. Find your notes about what he said the damage we dealt with them was. Because mine was, I don't remember. I think I was not as quick as Sloan.
No,
but
you were
dealt-
quick. No.
I was
you were-
quicker.
You were quicker. I was more accurate.
Something like that.
Yes, something like that. I wrote it down somewhere.
Exactly
in this
that.
book.
I
Nope,
remember.
probably
Steel
not.
trap.
But it's different.
Steel trap.
Really?
Sorry, would you like to do a recap,
I
Shannon?
Every single time we start this, you say, "I don't remember what happened last time."
I feel like she's volunteering for recap.
Sorry, that was mean. She's very good at recapping, but she only has capacity for one a week, and she does our Paradise show on Sundays.
I do.
Anyway, we learned how to shoot. Fun times. I actually think we are all very much enjoying it in character, and then and out of character. And then as the trip went on, we discovered that something had stowed away on the boat that was vicious and creature-like, and we wanted to find it and stop it. Unfortunately, as weak little mortals in this weak little mortal world, we had a lot of trouble finding the creatures. And although Nova did tell us what they were after the stream ended, we during stream never learned what they actually were. Neither will you, until we come
Point
back
of shame.
and come back to London, I guess, or Paris. Anyway, we go and we discover that this weird little creature that was invisible, it seems, killed a man. And we freaked out. We freaked out like we always do, and approached nothing calmly and say, we didn't go out and be like, someone killed this man. No, we went, they're gonna think we killed them, so let's leave. And we got out of there, hopped on into the crime truck that was taking us to the front lines, and then we arrived at the front lines, and it was horrifying and destructive and terrible. And the entire drive over, we had an existential conversation about what the hell was going on in this place. Because if you all remember, we're not actually, we are, but we aren't actually in this place. We're in those caves still. And this is a cave that needed solving of some sort of mystery. And the lesson was essentially, are you at a place where you can accept this type of destruction in order to save whatever it is you are trying to save, for us, our world. This was largely discovered by Tig, with the help of the rest of us, and we all one by one found our acceptance, Tig guiding us through it, some of us more openly and some of us more angrily. As Auric cast curses up to the skies of the very irritating structure of the gods in these caves, and as a wizard reading fine print would. But we awoke back in the caves before two new doors. One, did we describe what they looked like last session?
I think I have. I said there was two doors.
I know what they look like, but
one of void light, one like framed in void light, and one framed in like a bright burning, like reddish light.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's right. And yeah, that's what happened. I mean, there was some stuff in between those things, but for the most part, that's what we did. We learned what the lesson of this horrible, bleak world, which just happens to be our real world.
We're in the worst time. That's what's happened.
Yeah, and Auric gets to come back to Tariel with just the knowledge of the 20th century in his head, or at least having witnessed, not necessarily the knowledge, having seen atrocities of the 20th century in his mind.
You pretty much got a up to now, like 2023, of all
more
all the destruction. So like you would have like seen the Nagasaki and Hiroshima bombings, and you would have seen all the
Auric wakes up in the middle of the night now, seeing like, because he had dreams of like napalm and stuff. People are like, what are you talking about? I don't know what that is.
Yeah. So
what's a fusion bomb?
Yeah, like you got no idea really how they work. Maybe if you become a god, you can be like, I'm gonna start tinkering, but maybe don't.
Mm-hmm. The Manhattan Project in the sky.
Yeah, come on, Aurichheimer, let's calm down.
Wait, does that mean he went and saw Barbenheimer?
Yeah, that's actually what it means. I didn't actually witness any of the 20th century. I just saw Barbenheimer.
He has a greater understanding of equality and atomic bombs. These are this is what he's done.
Mm-hmm. Patriarchy.
Gets confused, starts muttering the wrong things to people.
Right.
Okay, anyways. Yes, so that leads us to where you were. You sort of were in front of these two doors. So, to start this session, you stand in a dimly lit cavern, two doors in front of you. The door framed in void light shows the picture of a hooded man with book and stave. Behind him is an archway framed in stars. As you stare at the door, the man on it slowly twists, the rock of it reshaping, and you see his eye changing. His features get a little sharper. An owl appears on his shoulder until he is almost identical to one of you standing in the room.
Why are you on the door?
Iggy's got a bedroom door.
I think I would even like I wouldn't answer Sloan right away. I would sort of stand tall and feel the fact that we're still injured as hell.
Oh yeah, you're back to you're out of your mortal thing. You're back to your hit points as they would be,
as they were before.
Yeah, so you're still like you're all pretty damaged from the fights beforehand, but at least you we're not 5 hit points.
Exactly, yeah. But I mean, even so, I still only have 24 hit points.
Boy.
As I would slowly step forward, looking at this visage, and even like run my fingers against the stone, as long as that doesn't do anything.
What you feel is, and you'll see the imprints of fingers dragging down Auric's face. He does it.
So I basically drag my fingers across the visage of my cheek, and then bring it over to my cheek, feeling my own touch. This is the second door relating to me. This one.
Yeah. You must be very popular. So that's good.
For some reason, it doesn't feel that way.
Are bad things going to happen if we go through there?
Maybe the door changes when each of us stand in front of it.
If you
Okay.
do step forward, it doesn't change. It still looks like Auric. And you know when you get like you look at a painting, you can swear the eyes are always looking at you. It's like that, except you can swear the eyes are always looking at Auric.
No, I don't think it's a mirror door. So, what do you want to do?
Would you like to know what the other door looks like before you decide that?
I say, as Tig asks me that, Auric looks to the other door.
So standing next to the door of purpled void light is one framed in red, an image of a brilliant sun over a series of black calderas, each one leaking streams of rubied magma. The message on the door ringed in purple light says, "The Magician," and then it says in common in these big engraved letters, "The Magician," and then under that is a message in it looks like different scripts, like even like within a word there'll be like, you know, maybe an elven, then sylvan, then infernal, and it's like all mixed sort of together. If you'd like to try to figure out what it says,
Speak all three of those languages.
well, you then. It says tap into your genius to find new ways of looking at the world.
To find new places to what?
New ways of looking at the world. Can I get you to make an
New ways.
Arcana check, please? Auric. Quite a high DC, as you are literally tapping into like the magic that make up reality to do this one.
Let's find my D20. Which
just
one
feel
betrayed
this
me
faint
last time?
Pulse from it, and you're like, maybe.
$25.
Makes sense. Level 20 wizard. Okay.
I'm level 18. It would
So-
be 26 if I was level 20.
You can feel, as you're looking at it, you kind of get this like little pulse, and there's something about the arrangement of where the cloak of this character like folds around each other. It almost makes up words. You're not sure if there's a magic here obscuring it from you or not, but something about it feels odd.
Something that's obscuring the...
You think
What
the
was it
folds?
obscuring?
Yeah, the folds of the cloak, the way they're made, have some. You're unsure what it is, but like some magical property to it, which is obscuring something on the door.
Oh, I see. I see. Can I move my own cloak aside as I stand the same way as the Auric on the depiction?
Yeah, I kind of like that as a solution. Make another Arcana check.
Thank you. I thought it was very clever.
It wasn't the one I had
Even if this
planned, but
doesn't-
I like it. So let's see.
even if this doesn't work, I'm gonna be very happy that I didn't like second guess that as a concept. Okay. 30. No, wait, 32.
Fuck. As both Tig and Sloane, I don't know why I forgot your name for a moment. Sloane, look at you. Do either of you speak Sylvan, which is the native language of Fae, which is where Auric is from, the Feywild?
Oh, it's Tig.
Where is my list of languages?
Be surprised if Tig didn't.
Yeah, I believe you speak Sylvan.
Yes.
Okay. On his cloak, it just the way the folds hang for just a moment as they like sway, they just keep flushing in and out of it. It says home.
Oh, we go this way.
Auric
I head
takes a
towards the
few
door.
steps. Auric takes a few steps back at that.
I'll say, given your high arcana check and stuff, you get, and the purple light as well, you've come from the Winter Court and that had a colder feeling, and the Feywild will have a brighter feeling. This is not home as in, like, the Fey home, but more of a home you've made for yourself.
Auric would see that or feel that, and Auric would bring his hand to his mouth. Not in like a, but more like
Stroke.
concerned.
Pondering.
Concerned, pondering.
I'll just
While
go
you're
up to the door. And
We go this way.
While you're thinking and looking, the sun door says, "The sun, return to innocence and vitality, a new beginning." That one is just in straight Elven.
Don't speak that either.
I imagine Sloane knows a couple words of Elvish that Auric taught her between the writing
Base.
lessons.
Like a very like I got.
I like to
some-
imagine like days when Sloane was like being a bit too childish with her lessons of writing, or got frustrated with like writing her letters. He was like, "All right, well, let's switch to language. We're not gonna learn how to write Elvish." So I guess she doesn't know how to read Elvish. She just knows how to say Elvish words.
I feel like you've mostly picked up the curses as he's got frustrated. Be like, "Faggot, Sindra," and you're like, "What?"
Yeah. F bombs and
Yep.
and
Amazing.
all that sort of stuff. Curses.
Don't worry, Shannon. When there's a door with writing in axe, I'll let you know.
Thanks.
In act.
Yeah, thanks. I speak Abyssal, Common, and Giant. Thank you very much.
Abyssal?
Abyssal's actually terrifying.
Yeah,
That
Where
one
did you
actually
pick
might
up
come into play.
Abyssal?
I don't know. I think I
I think
War
it's because she
Daddy?
had an
War
abyssal.
Daddy?
Yeah.
War
thing.
Daddy. War Daddy. It's thundering here now.
Abyssal is your love language.
Jesus Christ, that's not okay. Okay, so you've seen these two doors. You can smell. You can feel one door has a heat about it. The sun door has this heat about it. There's fire, sun, like you get these different feelings of, volcanic pressure from the door, the sun door, and the other one you get mostly just this like the feeling of empty nothingness with the faintest bit of corruption. However, Sloane will be able to instantly figure out the corruption is demons because you have Abyssal and because War Daddy. The Void Light door, when you get close and look at Auric, you can just feel this demonic presence. You recognize it as like what am I calling him? Like War Daddy, like the God of War, but different. It's not his all-encompassing power, more like things that might have been cavorting inside the blade when you visited.
Okay. And that you said that's the purple door.
That's the purple door.
And you would see if you look over, like Auric is not obsessing over it, but very like you can you've seen enough of Auric becoming fascinated by something that he goes into his mind palace about it.
Can I step out? Is there space between you and the door where I can step in your line of sight?
Yeah, I wouldn't be that close.
Yeah, okay. And just be like, what are you thinking? You always do this. You go into your head and you don't. Can you talk out loud?
I think I know what's behind this door.
Okay. That's good, right? Then we know what to expect.
Better to know where you're going.
It feels like, I don't know if you can feel it, but I can feel it. It feels like my sword.
In what way?
It feels... Oh, what is the word? And Sloan is thinking really, really hard. Demonic.
Well, that all but confirms what I suspected.
What do you expect? We can't see inside your mind palace. You don't have windows.
Auric,
You have a palace in there? I start looking in his ears.
I am genuinely, as Auric, impressed with the metaphor from Sloan.
I've heard you say it many times, so I figured it made. Did it not make sense there? Did I use it right?
No, that was quite apt, Sloan, but I never showed you what was behind this door. Because I lost myself before I could. I lost my heart. Only Saren has seen the halls beyond this door. A home I had imagined for us.
Oh?
But in an ill-fated magical mishap, I filled it with demons. Hence why we don't sleep in there. I've always had access, but
You can't get
no
rid
will
of
to clean it up.
You can't just send them back.
No, I'm afraid not.
So do we need to go clean it out?
It would prove useful to us to have this space back.
Will we
Like
still
I said,
have...
go.
Is this place real? If we do this, clear it out and take it back, will that, when we go back home, would it still be cleaned out? Does it count?
Well, that is a very good question, Sloan. Very impressive. I looked at her. Very impressive analysis.
I learned from you.
If anything from the last room proves real and anything from the previous room proves real, then I suspect we will at least affect that real space. Tig.
Tig have 2 questions.
That's 5.
2 questions.
That's 1.
I have this many. Okay.
That's 50, 60, 70.
No questions. Stop correcting
2.
me.
2.
Tig have 2 questions.
Yes.
Okay. This one. How do you have a building in here, like a house? Isn't there supposed to be like mushy, brainy bits in there? And this question, does Tig have to clean up her own room? Because I don't want to.
Well, Tig, that depends on if you're talking metaphorically or if you're talking about a literal metaphysical palace within your mind. Metaphorically, we all need to clean up our minds quite a bit. We are all a little bit messed up. But what I meant by that is, Tig, can you imagine in your head right now a room?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything in it?
Mm-hmm.
What's in it?
my dolly and my toys and my bed and sticks and dirt and yeah.
Well, there you go. Now you have a mind palace. And when you're trying to remember something, try to remember it in your room.
Wait, hold on. Everybody hold on. Did Tig make a house?
Metaphysical, metaphorical, house
made a
within your
house.
mind. You did.
I still don't want to clean my room though.
It's your room.
No, but you said we have to go clean up our house.
I need to
I
clean
don't
up my
wanna.
house.
Okay,
But that's
so
my
you
real
can clean
house.
up my
I
room.
have many homes. Some real, some not real, some mindful, some not mindful. And
But
depending on
you
some of
made a
my
mess of
theories,
this one.
Tig, some of my theories about the universe and the power of the mind, that room may exist physically somewhere. But anyway, we're getting way off topic.
Then let's go.
And I look to Sloane. Any second thoughts?
Wherever you go, I go. Is it? It's probably a silly question, but is it safe?
No. It most
Awesome.
certainly is not. But rather the danger I know than the danger I don't.
Fair point.
I don't know
Sloan,
what the state of it will be in there, but be ready to fight as soon as we step through.
Sloan,
Yes.
you're gonna do great.
You too, Tig.
So, who's opening the door and who's stepping through first?
I will start to, and then not even the way Auric goes for it. You might even notice
Notice that he's looking.
out of the corner of his eye,
Yeah.
corner of his eye, looking to Sloane to be like, is she gonna step in front of me?
Auric, let's me.
Of course. Another wise choice analysis. You're so smart.
As you open the magician's door, you find yourself in a wasteland, rock and stone, barren trees, and dust blowing across a landscape of black, whites, and greys. The sun in the sky is a black, smoking orb wrapped in red veins of power. A tower stands in the distance. It seems to almost be like a stretched, sprawling mansion. As Sloane steps through, Tig steps through, you don't really see anything except for this desolate place. Auric, as you step through, the immense pressure of all the disparate souls from across the multiverse that call themselves Auric Solaris finally fully settle on you. They were all coming your way, they were all just out of sync with you. But just as you step into this place, for the first time you start feeling like you actually might become a deity, because you get the flash of all of their memories shuddered into your mind at once. You have felt the faint call of worship before, felt that your power may be beyond the kind of a standard carnist. With a deep breath, you take your second step into this wasteland of batholith granite, and the ground explodes. cratering, cracking, crevassing, spreading out, shattering the land underfoot as the weight of 100 million Aurics place themselves on the fragile reality you find yourself in. Sloan and Tig, make saving throws, please. Strength.
Fuck that.
The
Sorry,
whole
guys.
world is shaking around you. When you visited the previous place and you felt the world shaking from the bombs, this is completely different, as an entire continental shelf drops by a foot under Auric's pressure.
But upside, you get to witness the great unification.
Well, I don't know how
true.
that's going to save me from a natural 1.
Okay.
Oh,
For a total of 16 because I have a
ba-ba-ba.
plus 15.
Oh yeah, because your strength is ridiculous. Yep, cool.
I got a 23. I'd like to. Can I use a reaction to try to?
Your whole thing is just not falling over and rolling down a fissure in the ground.
Fair.
You barely stay on your feet. You pretty much met the DC. The Tig. Sloan, you fall, you tumble, and make a
Great.
dexterity
Love
save
it.
as you go over the lip of a crack.
Great. $15.
Okay. You go over the edge and you manage to like smash your hands into the side of the wall.
Oh,
you
cool.
rip up all the skin on your
Yeah.
fingers doing it, but and you stop.
Ah!
You're about a foot down from the edge, standing on this cracked granite.
You good down there?
The rumbling is still spreading and the ground is still shaking. I'll let you climb out. It's not that hard for you having massive strength. But the fissures in the ground that spread for miles just keep going, and they start to take on a deep orange glow from somewhere deep below the ground. Sloan, you feel this massive heat start to come up from under you as he's cracked the core of this world that he's in.
I imagine if
What's
you
your-
look over
what's-
to Auric, well, you're
Yeah.
yeah.
I as I'm climbing out.
Like, imagine his eyes are just closed and he's just sort of like, I'm just sort of like, not like falling to my knees or anything, but just sort of like neck twisting, and almost like the visual of Auric is cascading. But I'm sure Nova has some descriptions for you. What I'm looking like right now.
Some things. Well, you can go with that, and I like that, but it's better than what I wrote. So I'll skip that bit. But the massive amount of energy generated by Auric's becoming has been noted by all. Auric, you feel your form start to stretch and expand, too dense now to be held in the form of a mortal. You need to make a save. And this is the last place you want to ascend to godhood, trapped forever in the darkest pit of the multiverse. You may choose the save, but next time you need to make one of this kind, you may not use the same ability score, same attribute. So choose one of your attributes to make a save on, knowing that every time you have to force this change down, it will be getting harder.
Okay.
Would you like to know the DC? I'll tell you the DC straight up.
Sure.
This is just a ability saving throw. I will tell you now that it's starting at 15. And it's going to go up by 3 every time you need to make it. It will get very, very hard.
All right.
If you have any magics that can help, I will allow you to use them.
I've been running off of no long rest for 17 sessions. So let's see if I have anything that will help.
And you, as you pull yourself up, Sloan, you can just see him like shuddering, and he's like swelling. The skin is stretching. He's getting bigger, and you can see like as he as he turns his head, there's like the echoes of 1,000 Aurics and resync up with him as he is
Auric?
just gaining power. Starlight starts streaming from his mouth and eyes, and just incinerating furrows in the ground You know what? Make a dexterity saving throw as you dive to the side to avoid it.
Yep, sure. Mhm. Yeah, I don't want to be burned up by stars. Thank you. Nope, fuck off.
Oh,
Fuck.
man.
Dexterity? 9.
Okay. It is like, because it's coming from him and it's not just like it's all encompassing. He's looking down, and as he looks up, he's out. You kind of see it coming, and you like jump to the side, and you oh, I've lost my d6s. I will roll a single d20 instead of 4d6.
All your d6s are in my office.
I realize. You take 8 points of radiant damage. Auric.
It's too much sunlight.
So I have 2 things that could help me. I could give myself guidance to add a d4 to the roll, and or give myself Fortune's Favor to allow me to re-roll it or roll it with advantage. Could I only do one of those, or could I do both of those?
Are they both concentration?
They're no. Oh, guidance is concentration, Fortune's Favor is not.
I will let you do both, but what's happening is everyone watching is just watching you sink further and further as the weight is pushing down. It's like shattering parts of this granite. So I will have the others make another strength saving throw if you choose to do both spells.
Since I'm using my strength for this roll, I think it's worth it to do that. Since I have a -1 to my strength, it's worth it to put every magic I can into it.
We're strong. It's fine.
Natural ones.
It does shut your fucking mouth, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna roll
You
these
tell
one at
him.
a
You
time.
tell him.
I'm gonna roll these one at a time. Well, thank fucking Christ, the first one was a 15. But thank God that I did guidance, because that would have been a 14 with my -1 strength.
So you will hit the DC no matter what because of guidance. Can I
Okay,
get...
but let me roll the second one to see if I do really awesome. I did. Well, okay. So technically, the actual roll is a 19.
Okay. Can I get strength saving throws from the barbarians, please?
Okay.
You've just got to the edge, Sloane, so you're going to make it at disadvantage. You are teetering as the ground starts sinking.
I swear, if Sloane just falls into the core of this planet.
I rolled a 1.
33.
I rolled 2 2s.
Ooh.
So fucking 17.
Okay.
What'd you say? Guidance?
Yeah, you're guiding yourself, unfortunately. So as the star that is visibly shown from your
use
eyes
the
and mouth
reaction.
glowing so bright that your veins and scales become visible briefly through your flesh is what you see, Sloane, before you fall backwards. And you get control of yourself. You watch as Sloane disappears, falling backwards down a crevasse as the ground stabilizes. You feel all the souls settle, now subservient to yours, where they were fighting for control before. All the other yous have accepted this domination of self to become part of something greater. All the failed timelines, all the possibilities settled into one singular elf, who is watching their best friend fall down a crevasse. You've got some spells there.
I'm looking. Give me 2 seconds. 'Cause
I'm going to count to 10 before she
I'm
hits the
gonna
ground.
dive to try and.
Well, she
reach
fell
her.
and rolled and then stood up, and like she's
Oh.
quite away from you guys. She's probably like 60 feet away now, falling. Make a now that you've got no fingertips, make a dexterity save at disadvantage to try to catch.
I cast telekinesis to pull her back up.
What's the range?
Oh.
And do you need line of sight?
Move a creature by thought. When you cast a spell, as your action each round for duration. You can. I have to be able to see. Yes, I have to be able to see, and it's only 60 feet.
Well, tell you what.
Do I have reverse gravity? Probably not. Spell slot.
Did you say advantage or disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Fucking 9.
9 total.
I rolled a 4.
Okay.
Do I know where she is? Can I run up to the edge and see her?
You have make an intelligence check. You're pretty smart. You could probably math out she's roughly XYZ from where she was.
Can math out.
That's 24 with a raw
so
intelligence.
you kind of sit there with some Pythagoras theorem, like she fell there, she's falling there. She'll be roughly this far away.
How far away is she?
I could make lots of clickety clacks to 9.8 meters per second times 6.
Is she within 500 feet of me?
She will be. That's not how far she's falling. She'll be like 100 feet down by 6 seconds.
I have just enough spell slots to dimension door down to her and then dimension door back with her.
Oh.
Oh.
You are falling, Sloane, and just the air's just whipping around you, and this heat is rising at your back, and then
No.
you all hear this scream from Sloane, and then Sloane, this elf just poof, through a purple puff of smoke, just grabs you as if for the once like carrying you. And then what do you say? You've got 6 seconds so you can cast again. So what do you say as you fall?
Oh shoot! There's something I wish I remembered right now. That
And then you teleport back.
Let go, Jack.
That's what you get whispered to you. I wish I had remembered what I was going to say.
I mean, okay, I do have something, but it's I say, I appear, as Nova said, in my godliness now, or semi-godliness, and I kind of grab onto you as best I can in a ostensibly a lift hug, where I'm lifting you up. Only way I can do this because we're sort of in a zero gravity situation. And I just look at you, most deadly serious face I've ever had, and I say, "You go where I go," and then I teleport back up. And then as soon as we get back up, I can't hold you because I'm not strong.
I will say that because you're falling, you kind of like, as you're carrying, you reorient her so you both, like, her arm is like around your neck, you're falling together feet first, and then you just, like, you almost like open the door underneath you, and then it comes out the other way, so you just
like Monsters Inc.
Yeah, just like slide
we would almost slide into the space above.
Yeah.
Okay. While Sloane's catching her breath and Tig is running up to you, just make an intelligence check once more for me, Auric, please.
Yeah, that one's not as good. 14.
Okay. Yeah, well, it's fine. I won't give you all the info. That's good enough for you to know that, yeah, you're aware that if this sort of thing happens to you again while you're in this sort of place, if you do ascend to godhood down here, and also even anywhere really, if your following is not strong enough, you will fade away and just become another wasted divinity, being slowly devoured by these endless tunnels, building blocks for the next generation of spirits and gods. Not only do you need to get out of this place, you need to secure your faith and maybe like a source of divine power, like take a domain from something or devour another deity or something to be able to solidify yourself into what you're becoming, and not just kind of fly too close to the sun and burn up.
I would like roll over then in the dirt and just sort of staring up at whatever staring up at the red vein black star in the sky.
I'm sorry. I didn't. You had to waste your energy. I'm sorry. I should have been more careful. Are you okay?
Don't apologize. You don't need to.
Auric, if this is the home that you saw, I'm sorry for whatever happened to you to make it so uncomfy here.
This is not how I left it.
Then what happened?
It's sunk down here.
How do we fix it? How do we clean it up?
We can make it float again.
I think first we must purge it.
What?
I don't remember that word. No, wait. No, I do.
What does that mean?
We have to get rid of the bad things.
Okay. That's
It's
easy though.
corrupted.
Well, how do we fix that?
I look to the tower. We start there.
As you look to the tower, you see that there, at the tip of the top of it, is through the windows and wherever you can see into it a little bit, and there is fire flickering inside. Something or someone has lanterns lit or is doing something in there.
I don't know what has seeped into this place while it has sunken so deep. We will encounter demons, no doubt. But there are other things that could find their way here.
Okay, well then let's go. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Let's just put on a brave face and do our best. Okay?
Yes.
We can
So-
be brave.
I'm gonna say that you've been laying on your back, sort of just talking up at them. Tig's probably standing, Sloan's probably sitting, and you've just kind of like looked over to the tower to see it. As you sit up, like it wasn't there when you first looked, but as you kind of sit up, cross-legged, sitting in front of you, Gan's body just sort of like forms from the dust, and he looks to you. After a second, the dust swirls around him again, and he's still wearing his clothes, but he looks like you. He looks like, and he sort of like, as he like reaches a hand out to shake yours, he looks at his hands like, oh,
Curious.
yes. Either way, impressive. Welcome to the house at the end of all things. And he points to your domain, your now tower, which wasn't at the start, but has been stretched into
Stretched. I like the visual of that, of the stretched mansion into a tower.
It's cool.
Distorted windows.
Too close to the blackest night and the heart of darkness which hungers and devours souls. The negative energy plane. Even I am not sure what came first, the void or that black place. Maybe one birthed the other, but I know that in the current cosmology, it is entropy. Breaking things down to be purpose for the positive. It is part of this place or adjacent to it. However, things don't always go as planned. Whether the plane corrupts or mortal wizards reach too far, it is also the source of that which powers undeath. Be careful down here. You will face all manner of horrors on the way to your mansion, be it what, but it is what awaits you within that will truly test you. You know I cannot keep appearing to you, but I should warn you that this place has been visited by many seeking you.
Unsurprising.
There is more than just demons inside.
As I've noted.
You said a while ago this is a place where things come when they are forgotten.
Yes.
So, does that mean that anybody that Icky has forgotten as well?
Not quite. They might be down here, but I do not know if they are in this place.
Okay.
Is it worth us, gesturing to me and Tig, going in first to make it safer?
Your strength lies in your bonds to each other, not individual strength. You will fail on your own. Nearly everyone that has come here has. But you have done well so far, and considering outside influences wish to do you harm, and he stands up and offers you a hand, Auric.
Auric would take it.
This is the least I can do. And he casts heal on you.
Ooh.
You know what heal does?
I do. It doesn't it deal a straight up amount. It's not.
Yeah,
even
it's like flat 60 hit
roll.
points.
70. It's 70.
70.
Jeez.
There you go.
And it cures blindness, deafness, and any diseases that I
Doesn't
have.
Cure exhaustion? Oh, you don't have exhaustion.
I don't
That
have
rash
any
is cleared
exhaustion
right
right
up there, Auric.
Yeah, all right.
We're going to cancel your doctor's appointment.
Your doctor's appointment? Gee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it from Lolth.
That's
70 HP. Right, at least I'm slightly less of a problem.
you have like 3 times more health than you previously did.
No, I know, but I have.
Almost.
Yeah, I'm just a juicier wizard to kill now.
Yeah.
What's a wizard without his spells?
And he will take a small fruit from his pouch, and he's going to hand it to you, Auric. And then he will take what is kind of like sugar-coated shortbreads from his pouch and hand some to Sloane and some to Tig.
I start licking all the sugar off the outside.
Time doesn't work normally here, but maybe this will help you. He lights a small fire so you guys can sit for 10 minutes and eat. Every bite of this feels like it's a lot of food. You will get the people with the shortbreads get the effect of a long rest. You can roll your hit dice, because that's how it works in my world. You get to roll up to half your hit dice to come back. Auric.
Mm-hmm.
You get a pseudo arcane recovery. You can return when you eat this berry. You can return up to your level in spell slots, kind of like arcane recovery does. So it's like if you want a level 9 back of your 18, that's half of them gone.
I get 18.
So you know how it works for arcane recovery, where you get half your level in spell slots.
Yes.
Yeah, so you'll get your whole level.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure that. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you've arcane recovered yet, but if you want to just do it all at once,
I have.
Okay.
I have. We just barely ever take short rests, so I don't use it often. Does it have the same stipulation of the 6? It has to be 6th level or
no, this
lower?
one will not. This one will be, because it's your full thing, you can choose what you want. This will, for any regeneration purposes of needing a short rest, this will be a short rest for you. So if anything that recovers at a short rest comes back.
Oh, that's good for you all. Actually, do barbarians get anything on a short rest?
Not anymore, I don't think. Not when they're level 20
I got my
or
rage back.
18. Because I think you get endless rage now. You just get as many as you want.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've looked at barbarians.
Back when Sloane was a
my-
fighter still, it was useful.
Yeah.
Or am I thinking of persistent rage? Oh no, you do only get 6 per day currently. So no, this would, I believe, on a short rest you get your rages back.
On a long rest.
Cool, I got 98 hit points
Or is
back.
it a long rest?
Yes.
Just finish a long rest. Okay, so I don't know how many times you guys have raged down here. Maybe a couple times, but yeah, you still probably have like 4 left each. That's probably fine.
Let's see, I got 18 spells to recover. You should do at least one 9th level.
I didn't rage while we were in London because it didn't work. Actually, I never even tried.
Maybe the last time you guys actually raged was against the fight before you came in here. Thinking about
Probably.
the
I think
fight.
so.
So
Yeah,
you might
I don't remember raging before.
you might be at 5 rages each currently.
Yeah.
You got that's how many you got left.
1, 2.
No, I just realized I didn't even
5, 6.
prepare any 9th level spells while we've been in here.
You know what? I will let you kind of have a bit of a flick through your spellbook and just be like, I've got 10 minutes, and just like go through it.
Oh, okay.
Kind of, you can shuffle some spells around. Don't do all of them, but like drop
Yeah, I
things
won't
you don't
do.
think
I mean,
so.
I have usually have a set that I use. I don't usually shift that much. It's usually only when I want to add a 9th level. Truthfully, when I shift.
Since this little thing he's done is like kind of a rule breaking thing, I'll let you just shuffle some spells around. He picks his head up. He's like, "I'm being called. I'm sorry. Best of luck. Remember, call my name. If you wish to leave this place, you have earned the right. You can get your travel wherever, almost wherever you wish. But if you get through the 5th door, not this one, but the one after, and complete it, I can send you anywhere in the multiverse."
Go home. So we just say, yeah, if we want to go out.
Yes, you need to know roughly where you want to go, but I can... Sorry, I'm being called again. I have to leave. And he just... as dust.
They could have just left a message.
Do you guys need a minute to do anything? Like roll your hit dice or whatever?
I
I
need a
rolled
minute.
already.
How many hit points do you
I
have,
rolled.
Shannon?
Good.
Slow.
I'm at 189
Jesus! Alright.
out of 247, so
I mean, it's still a lot of hit points.
not 247.
What is your... Because you aren't level 20 anymore. You lost a level, so you're level 19. Which means you would have lost that bonus to your
Lost,
strength and con. So just make sure that's being taken into account.
I think that auto does it for the level, doesn't it?
Yeah, just make
Yeah.
sure.
It does. Well, I also
It did,
still
because last
have...
time you were...
I mean, you have the
weaker than
belt
you
of
thought.
giant strength.
Right. Yeah, that's what's buffing the strength.
Good. Okay. Have you rolled your hit dice, Sarah?
Yeah, I got very luckily 12 and 5, 6, 7, 8. So I got a total 20 back, and so I'm back up to 202.
How many dice did you roll?
I rolled 1d12 and 2d8. I've got 17d12 plus 2d8 for my hit dice.
Okay. You could have rolled...
Oh, that's...
whatever.
Yeah.
You
Well,
could have
that's what
rolled...
I've got on my sheet.
It's okay. You could have rolled up to half of them to get back. I don't know how much. What's your full health at?
202.
Okay, then you're back at full. All
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah, 'cause you
That's
also,
why I didn't
you
roll
also would get
anymore.
plus, you would also get whatever your modifier is for each one of those rolls.
Yeah, but it's all good. If she's back at full, she's back at full.
Yeah, I'm back at full, so I didn't roll extras.
You got healing instead of a
Oh.
roll, John,
Yeah,
so
alright. I'll be right
you know,
back.
it's good for you. Do you want to take a couple minutes to get water or anything, guys? Are you
Yes,
good?
please.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
All right. We will be right back. Boop.
Welcome back. Let's keep going.
Oh my god, I am so excited for this. That made my day.
What's been happening this session, Shannon?
That needs to be a ringtone.
Well, we went through we were faced with 2 doors. One had a sun on it. The other one had a visage of Auric on it. What are you doing? I don't like this.
Okay, we'll just
You're
keep going.
doing great.
Sorry.
No. Oh
The
my
sun
god.
in the sky, and then one had a picture of Auric on it, and
You're
just, yeah.
doing great.
So yes, they went through a door. Auric broke the word.
I was very
Shannon's
distracted.
character fell down a hole, and then Gan showed
Come
up
through this camera.
and was like, "Yo, here's some help because you're gonna get fucked up a little bit." And that's kind of it. So before I accidentally, yep, okay. After taking the time to prepare some spells, eat some foods, have a glass of water, what are you guys all... Okay, not have put the bottle back down. Be really indecisive about if you need to hydrate or not. You're just flipping off like God, just like, fuck you to space.
Don't spit up.
Come on, you can do one step better than your son. You just gotta not spit up.
Come on.
This is the best. This is the best return to stream ever.
The fucking worst. Not
At least
on baby
it
duty,
didn't
by
come
the
out your
way,
nose,
people.
right? It could have been really bad.
She's on baby duty, by the way, people. So if she laughs too loud, that baby wakes up. So
You're all
True.
dealing
that was
with it.
fun.
And by you all, I mean the boys.
I'm leaving the call.
Yeah, I mean, we just and that's the end of the session. Good night. So, anyways,
I will call you so you listen to him crying.
My phone's
Hello,
dead.
pick up.
do you sit there for a little bit, and do you want to sit there and talk for a little bit, or do you guys want to get up and get moving towards this tower in the distance, Auric's magnificent mansion, which is a little less magnificent, a little bit
It's
more
not very
stretched?
magnificent.
Auric's twisted mansion.
Oh.
I would be just like poring over my spell book while eating this little fruit, and just like staring up at the tower. So I'm in somewhat of that daze, waiting for you two to be ready to move, but open to discuss.
What can we do? What can we do to help? To help you prepare.
I'm going to start drawing in the sand in front of him, just while he's talking.
Like, no, you go on, do your thing.
There's not much to be done. Yan has helped us as he could, and that is all we can do. This is any fight. Keep them
But
from
it
hitting me.
isn't any fight. Well, that I can do. What are we going to find in there?
Demons.
Besides that, he said there
If
would
things
be
are
more
crawling
than
in from beyond, aberrations. If there's someone pursuing me, demons, perhaps. Echoes of Saros, perhaps. Other things that grew out of the rot here. Undead. As I look towards the Black Star.
Make a perception check. Anyone that is looking around or towards the Black Star. Anyone that's got eyes.
I got him.
I'm distracted by drawing for Auric.
Just so you're aware, there's not really
Oh
dirt, it's
my
more of a bit of
fucking
dust and rock. So your fingernail is just scraping bits of ground. Every now and again, you guys will hear this, and she's like scraping it.
Tick.
Mm,
Do you
mm.
mind? Do you mind? That is.
Ta-da!
That sound
Jesus. She picks up a piece of like shale and like
Is that
shows you
me?
what she's.
Am I the little boy in the middle?
Well, you're not one of the taller two.
So,
I am quite
This is the
tall.
best.
You two are just wildly tall. I used to be the second
Don't
tallest in the party.
interrupt. I am an artist. Don't interrupt the Tig. So on the drawing that I did for you, there's Sloan looking after you, and there's Tig looking after you.
You see that, Sloan? Do you see that? You see what I see?
Yes.
Look how big her muscles are. And look how stick yours are.
I wasn't going to say anything, but now you pissed me off. Tig, where are my muscles?
There. Hang on, I'll fix it. And I'll get my sharpened fingernail out again. I'm like this. And scratch.
Yep, that's okay. That arm is stronger than the other. Okay.
Okay.
They're not as big. I stand up and go perceive with a 21.
I look at Sloan,
I'm
I'm
too
like,
pissed. I got a 10. I rolled a fucking 5.
You didn't even try anything, did you, there, Tig? You just kept drawing?
No. I'm being
Okay.
emotional support.
Yeah.
As you're
doing a great
looking
job.
at this sun in the sky, this black sun, you see one of the veins sort of like snap and flail away from it, and the whole star moves a little, starts moving closer before more. You realize not only veins so much as tendrils of arcane power, then just like wrap back around it and like sort of hold it in place again.
Did those tendrils seem like they kept it like in its original position, or is it closer now?
It is closer now.
Splendid.
You like my drawing? Thank you.
We need to start now.
What is splendid? I've heard you say that before, and you don't actually mean it.
Well, you understand. It's ironic. It's not what I actually mean.
Yes. you're
Because
talking
things are
about,
not
yes.
splendid.
Wait, so what is not splendid? Just in
That black hole of negative energy just moved closer when the artery, the tendon, the vein, whatever it is, split. Which
splendid.
means we have a timer on our hands
Splendid.
Fuck.
Right.
before this
Okay.
place is consumed by negative energy.
Okay. Well then, let's go.
Oh.
Come on. Let's
We
go.
go?
Let's go. Let's go.
We go.
We go.
Mm-hmm.
We
Okay.
go. I'm first.
Okay, what's the marching
I'm
order? Let's do that.
I'm first.
I'm
Mom arming.
Alright.
Ugh, like I'm
Sloan gets up
like
and
I'm
starts
driving with my mom.
marching forward, and you can see from the back, Tig, that she's kind of flexing a little bit, trying to make herself look bigger than you.
And I'm just like, are you okay?
Yep.
Just
You have
Sloan,
any
don't-
daily
muscle?
stretches.
Sloan, don't tire yourself out before we get there for glamour.
I'm not. I'm warming up.
You're flexing your muscles in a way that is unnecessary for stretching and only destroying them
I'm
further.
warming up.
I should warm up too?
I'm going to
Stop,
die.
stop.
Okay. As you begin your journey forward, and you sort of like you come over this little ledge and start continuing on, you see once you crest this little ledge, I guess. From the cracks in the earth ahead of you, the cracks that you made, Auric, things start to rise up like carver balloons. Some ghastly, unfinished creation laying too long in the bosom of death. More and more rise up as you advance. Unblinking glassy eyes staring your direction as thick black stinking ichor runs from their mouths, seems to drool over a fat, greasy body. They just kind of like rise and they hit the tether of this umbilical and start rotating slowly. Occasionally, slender arms flail without coordination as shriveled, atrophied legs dangle underneath it.
Aberrations.
Icky! Icky stuff came out of your crack.
Yes, Tig. The stench of undeath.
You're fucking children.
Auric has a deadly serious face on.
They were so funny.
Your journey takes you ever closer to these hovering horrors, and you notice creatures of humanoid shape begin to appear through the dust and smoke of this place to prostrate themselves before the 30-foot tall grey creatures that are now hovering in the air. An unholy pilgrimage has begun to these creatures of undeath.
Is all this?
Make
What?
perception checks, all of you.
Ooh.
24.
We're fucking 10. I haven't rolled above
Ooh.
5. This is
17. Not great.
Okay, so the 17 will see something. So you, Auric, as you're moving closer, you start to see that the smaller creatures are moving around forward. There's some that are wearing black robes, skeletal head, very long hands, fingernails dragging in the dirt behind them. You have fought these before, once when death visited
Bodax?
with their claws
Fucking
of bone.
Bodax?
There's not just 1, 10, 20, 30, surrounded by zombies, skeletons, wights, all sorts. Moving, and there's always a ring of the other creatures not coming close. Are fully robed creatures, barefoot, with just frail, decrepit looking hands, and as their head turns around again, you just see these, just side profile, not straight at them, empty eyes, hanging mouth, which just seems to have all the smoke and dust which just sucks into it. And that you recognize as a Bodak. Maybe 3 or 4 of them.
Fucking Bodax, man.
1 second. The other 2 notice this part, because you guys can't quite see the little, you can see humanoid creatures but you can't tell what they are, but you all see, moving closer, a tall figure of smoke and shadow with a horned horse's skull for a head, with pale blue light shining in its eyes and dried blood staining its teeth and bottom jaw.
Undead unicorn.
Throwing a Night Stalker at us?
Nightmare?
Night Stalker at us?
Make a history
mini.
check.
I have a mini of one of those that I painted with the Blackest Black.
Have we fought one? We haven't fought one. of
No,
these,
you have
we?
not. I haven't encountered them in another campaign.
Oh, I just looked up
I've never
picture.
fought one though. History, you said?
Yeah. If you've read about this in a book somewhere.
Where the hell is my history? Where is this?
This is a super high
There's,
DC. Nearly nothing has ever seen these before.
22.
Okay. No, you Sean might know, but you Auric
But Auric has no
have
idea.
no idea. It is standing at the head of what looks to be a silent black mass, as if it is the preacher. It is tending to its flock and its garden of these hovering creatures. Next to that entity of smoke that you all can see. Well, maybe Shannon with her 5 can't. You can't quite tell this part out, but the other 2 will. Depends how close you want to get.
I rolled a 10 total.
Okay. How close are you guys going to stop? Are you guys going to get closer before I continue then?
I think we stop as soon as we start to see this.
This is just going around the tower.
Like there's there's crowds of these creatures all around the tower.
Yeah, there's only one like central mass for it. Like I said, like it's like a preacher to black mass. But there are all the hovering creatures are there. All the little humanoid things are moving to the hovering creatures and laying down.
So there's like dozens
outstretched.
and dozens and dozens of these things.
Hundreds.
Like
Are we supposed
hundreds.
to get
Yeah, I was about to say
past?
hundreds.
What are we supposed to do? We can't clean this much up.
No, this is too much. It's too much. We will die if we try. I rhymed.
Well done.
Thank you.
So we
I
just need to get into the tower.
But how do we get into the tower without going through this crowd?
Okay.
you're
Tig,
meant to,
Since you're not moving any closer, Tig and Auric, you'll see this. Next to the entity of smoke is a human dressed in a very sort of sheer dress of what looks to be red silk trimmed in black and gold. Raven hair falls long down her back and across her shoulder. She has you won't be able to see this. I'm going to say it's probably too far away, but she's got like very shadowed eyes, like she's wearing makeup of some sort, which makes her. You get the feeling make her eyes very piercing, though you can't really see the color from this distance. What you do see in the very low light that is here is a bright diamond pendant hangs around her neck, sitting between her breast. In her hand is a incense bearer with wafts of white smoke which coil just around her, and she slowly raises a hand pointing towards you.
I'll move in front
Skull-headed
of
thing
Auric.
lifts its gaze to follow the direction of her arm, and she turns her wrist in this sort of like come here motion. But neither figure and nothing on the floor either, none of the subservient creatures move.
Does any creature move?
Just that come here.
or
Oh dear.
stay here.
Tig, be careful. Don't get too close. She does not mean for you to come.
I know.
Who are you talking? What? Where you?
Look after Auric.
I point out specifically the
Oh.
woman to Sloane.
I'm gonna start walking in her direction slowly.
Like, I'm saying hi first.
It's probably about a couple miles to get a path down from this ledge and then walk all the way to the front of it. It'll take you a little bit of time.
That's okay.
You will be completely without support should you go that way, but you can go by yourself if you wish.
Should we
We
step
shouldn't
closer?
let her go alone.
Right. Yes.
We will follow
Okay.
at a distance.
How far back do you wish to stay?
What's your movement speed, Shannon?
Is 40.
80 feet.
Okay, so a dash away.
A dash
Um,
away.
I like how a dash away doesn't sound like it's an actual like measurement. It's just like, oh, I'm just gonna be this far away, you know.
Yeah, right.
Stone's
It's not,
throw
yeah.
away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like a dash of salt.
Mhm.
Is that an expression?
Yeah.
Sure. Now
Pinch
it
of
is.
salt, dash of sugar.
Right. As you move closer. Yes.
Real quick, while we're following, I will cast a spell on Sloane.
Does it roll
You
better?
should save your energy. Shut up.
Oh, he's really going for the throat today. Balls are out.
Shannon knows I love her.
No, it's a
fine.
first level spell, so Shannon, don't worry, it doesn't take much out of me. I am going to actually do 2 things for you, Shannon. I will give you a gift of alacrity.
Oh,
Which means if we
excellent.
do get into a fight, you roll a d8 to add to your initiative.
Okay.
And then I will release from my staff a fragment of possibility.
Oh, thank you.
So that you can
Fortune's
so I
favor.
can help your goddamn rolls.
You can help your
Thank you,
me
Shannon.
damn rolls. Yeah. All right.
yeah. Hopefully I am the god helping you with these rolls.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, you
Maybe
have
I've
one
been
Fortune's favor
rolling-
and one
Gift of alacrity.
gift of
Thank you.
alacrity.
I've been rolling digital dice, so next time, if another roll is needed, I'm rolling my fucking physical dice.
Okay, so you know what? I'm going to just quickly
What?
look something up
Nah.
just to see if sorry about the clickety clack.
Ooh, you know what I should have done?
What?
You know what we should have done?
Oh, should we, what should we have done?
We should have done a telepathic bond ritual cast so that we could talk to each other.
That would have been such a good idea.
We so rarely get an opportunity to actually do anything like that.
Can we do it, please?
You wanted to what?
When we were
Uh,
where we were just hanging out back there before we left, do a ritual cast of telepathic bond.
Yeah, that's fine. You can do that.
All right, we can all talk in our heads now.
Wonderful.
Fuck yes.
Thank you.
I'm getting very frustrated right now. Something is not working how I want it to.
So I would say, in the mind, I would say to Tig that we're following 80 feet behind, and to let us know if we need to do anything.
Okay. Okay.
Hoping
Voice
you
in
guys
my
aren't
head.
hearing the clickety clacks too hard.
No, we're not
We're
hearing
not
it.
hearing it at all,
Not at
actually.
all.
Good.
Auric,
The
as you
stream.
guys telepathically connect to Tig's mind, all you hear is,
Just keep walking. Just keep walking. Just keep walking. Tig is walking, walking. Tig is walking. And voices in my head. Hi, Auric.
and then just goes back to Tig.
Tig is walking.
Love it.
Okay. I'm just gonna make sure this creature. Right. Can I get you to make a as this big skeletal horse-headed creature just turns to look at you as you come closer? Can I get you to make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Yes.
I'm dumb as fuck. Yeah, thought so.
Wisdom saving throw.
Mhm.
I'm very sorry, but that's a 9.
Okay. As you get to
Uh-oh.
30 feet away and you lift your gaze to look at these two and you look directly into this blue light, you see Tig take a fall, like her knees just start shaking, faltering step forward, and you fall to your knees and you are feared. You cannot move any closer to this creature.
Protection from good and evil.
But
So many things I should have done.
you hear this. Hello. It is so nice to finally meet you. Do you think you could get your friends to come down and say hello?
Okay.
Oh, Tig.
Mm.
Oh.
I'll just telepathically go to Auric.
This nice lady wants to say hi.
What's the matter? What's wrong? What happened? 'Cause we
Gary
can all-
Horsehead.
Okay, we're coming. We're coming. Or at least I'm going. You should stay back.
Protection from good and evil on Sloan.
Thank
Mhm.
you.
Is that
Now I am
concentration?
concentrating.
Thank you.
Now I am concentrating on something.
Telepathics isn't concentration, is it?
Nope, it's a ritual spell.
Okay. So, just on Sloan?
Wait, can I upcast it to multiply it? No, it's a single target spell.
Okay. As you get there and it lifts its gaze to you, make a wisdom saving throw.
You have advantage.
Thank you.
This is for all of you now, so you as well, Sean.
I rolled the same
Guidance.
thing twice.
So
I
you
got
break
17.
concentration.
I can't do. Yeah, no, I know. I couldn't do that anyway because guidance isn't a reaction. Wisdom, save me.
You're wise.
Yeah, I'm pretty wise.
Do you have proficiency in wisdom saving throws?
I do. Wizards have proficiency in wisdom saving throw. Not that wise though. Good, not great. 17.
That's what I rolled.
Okay.
We'll be in fear together.
Well, you're going to find out that the DM's been keeping
Where
something
you
from
go,
Sean.
Michael?
Shannon, you get affected. Sean, you do not.
I love it. Not
You
because
have
I'm
a-
benefiting, but because it's a secret involved, and I love secrets.
You have hidden bonuses to certain
your
things that
secrets.
you do not know about because of your slow deification. I've got them written on a notepad. next
Then
to me.
keep your secrets.
Shannon, your knees
What?
go weak and
Yep.
you start tearing up immediately. If you try to hold its gaze, you will have probably some psychological trauma. But
You mean more?
well, it's kind of like it's the idea of
Different.
when some people like they go out on a boat and they stare across the ocean and they just get that immensity feeling and they just develop like instant what's called thalassophobia. It's kind of like that. You just staring into these like this endless pit that just seems to go forever, but it's still shining light out and it doesn't make sense. And you get the feeling of some otherworldly, just oppressive darkness watching you, craving your soul, wanting to break you down. Very, cosmic entity horror sort of thing. And yeah, you just fall to your knees, you drop anything that's being held, and your fingers dig in the dirt as you try to avoid its gaze,
Try
I
to be
guess.
brave. Yep, but the brave is gone right now.
Auric, you're now the tallest in the picture.
I imagine I'm walking past them. Like I imagine it's like Tig is collapsed, and I walk past Tig, and then Sloane is collapsed, and I walk past them both, and I'm meeting the eyes of not the horse-like skull, but the woman.
Barbarians on the floor look up to see this energy, this like bluey black energy break against you and just sort of like swirl around you as whatever effect it has just is pushed away by something within you. The woman turns towards the big shadowy thing. I have held up my end of the deal. Thank you for the void stone and the spell scroll. Auric, Tegael, Sloane. I had thought to return you to the armies of the north, but it turns out you are still alive. There are a lot of people interested in meeting you. The heroes from before the war that disappeared as it began. Reappearing for a few days and vanishing again? So interesting. Your legends have only grown in your absence. Kingdoms overthrown, demons, dragons, and gods slain. The South fears you. But for all my research, you have done nothing since plunging the world into war. Well, I must be going. hopefully I will see you all later. And she turns around and starts drawing something in the ground.
Well, you missed a wedding and other such exploits. Who are you? I'm sorry I wasn't here to welcome you.
Why would anyone be afraid of us?
My name is Isabel.
You come here of your own accord? Or as a harbinger?
My friend here asked for a favor. Deals upon deals.
Your friend? She
As she
gestured to the
lifts-
Night Stalker?
Yeah, she lifts her arm and points to him. You see from it was behind her back. It's a very small tome, but it is a spellbook. There seems to be, because the dress, there's no belts or anything really to it. It's just that behind her back, she must be something looped which holds this here.
Yeah,
Small
yeah,
on
yeah.
the back.
So you've made a deal. Deals upon deals. I'm familiar with that.
They came to me.
Whom do they serve?
I'm sure they'll tell you if you ask.
They don't look chatty.
You have yet to ask me questions. And she sort of just flicks her hair over her shoulder and continues drawing on the ground.
What have you taken from this place?
Something which I hope helps in the war between for me and mine.
And who are yours?
I'm a Lucian. Isabel Lucian. And she stands in the middle of a now completed circle.
Send our regards.
And with a flash of... what would be conjuration, right? Yep, conjuration and twinge of necromantic energy. That is her type. You can see at the... like, she's laid down items for this plane shift spell.
Mm-hmm.
And there's lots of, like, little bone, blood, fur-like trinkets. Yeah, again. She is very obviously a necromancer when you... as... I'm not making you roll any sort of checks because you...
I know.
dead creature, book, things on the ground, oh god, necromancer. And she is
Yeah,
gone.
and I'm just sitting here contemplating counterspelling it.
Okay, so she grabs her
I'm not doing that.
Done.
I'm contemplating it. I'm not gonna do
and
it.
she has a ring on her hand.
Mhm.
And then gone.
You said Lucian?
That's her, yes, surname.
Isabel Lucian.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. I just wanted to confirm. And I mean, to confirm, is that one of the houses, or is that a different name that I should recognize?
No, she...
Or not a name I should recognize?
She had a accent, sort of like... it's like a cross between Etrodalian and something else. Like, she might have been
Okay,
born
because
there,
I did
but grew up
recognize some
somewhere,
Extradalian, and then I was like... then when you said Lucian, I was like, I don't think that's one of the houses.
No, it's...
and I was confusing it with Marius for a second, and I was like, the fucking Marius.
like... in terms of like Alwood, it's like someone that grew up in France and then moved to Germany. She like has bits of both, and make history checks, see if you know where that sort of the second part of that accent might come from.
28.
Okay. The continent that accent came from is more or less extinct now. There's a few pockets of humanity there, but it is where the undead plague rose up hundreds of years ago.
Interesting.
And where the current god of death, kind of like, because he was before he became the god, he was dug up there. He rose up and then he took control of all the undead in the world, devoured the astral sea, and became the god of death and souls, more or less. And is
that god of death and souls separate from Death the entity?
It is.
Okay.
Because he is... Death the entity is the physical manifestation of just things dying. If something dies, no matter where the soul goes, he gets power. Death the entity would like to literally eat the souls because he wants nothing to be existing ever. Whereas the god of death wants to control the souls because he wants to have a world under his complete control in silent undeath, working for his benefit. The god has gone to war with the elves a long time ago. He sent, and is still constantly kind of going, where he just keeps sending undead endlessly against the Elven Empire in the south, and all the nations around occasionally get flare-ups of undead when a zombie like roams in and bites someone and starts a new plague, and like people have to pray to this god to be like, can you fucking leave us alone? And other times they're like, oh, you know what, I'll help spread your church if you save me and mine. And that's kind of how his faith ends up spreading. It's a very insidious, like cancerous faith.
Yeah, it sounds like a multi-level marketing scheme. All these gods are just pyramid schemes.
Yeah.
That's why Auric wants to stop it. Yeah, exactly. It's 100% what godhood is. It's a pyramid scheme.
Yes, she leaves, and that's what you will know. You rolled really high, so that's what you'll know.
I'll look back at my friends and then look back to the creature. And what brought you here?
I was requested.
Requested?
I, with the right help, could come here to where your house sits.
I offer the same apologies as I offered Isabel that I was not here to welcome you. Whom do I speak with?
My name is Rosenret.
Now, I'm gonna let you guys look through your notes after this because the name Rosenret has been dropped to you in the past.
Motherfucker.
I'm gonna say it sounds familiar.
It does sound familiar. I will.
You know it from
My
another
notes are so
campaign, so you shush Tig.
Okay.
Pissed off.
Would this be something that Auric would immediately recall, or something that I'd have to pour over my notes for?
Maybe if you had time to like sit and think, but like just
not in this moment.
Make just an intelligence check.
Really? Yeah, it makes sense.
Because you're kind of, there's a lot of things going on that you can't really sit there and be like, history.
Yeah, I'm on my toes. So no, and I rolled poorly. I got 11.
Okay. As he moves from the shadowed darkness, thing like this, like black ichor seems to drip out and then hit the ground and solidify into what, for the life of you, looks like a tiny sphere of annihilation. It's just dripping off him.
Fun.
Rick's gonna roll over and start crawling in the other direction, whimpering.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine they both would if they're afraid of him.
No, if you can both back up 10 feet, whimpering and crying, you probably bump into like skeletal creatures that kind of, they don't attack you, but they just kind of like look down at you as you go past. This like bone claw and a skeleton as you back into it.
And what is it you seek here? That you must have sacrificed to get here? Or made accords?
I long ago was paid a favor by a friend of yours.
Was he a ghastly looking fellow? Cloak of stars?
No,
Was he a cat?
he was burned.
I wouldn't call him a friend.
He raises a hand to the sky, and you see this like
Please.
long, like just pitch black, muscled arm, like push up as it pulls down in a sharp fist. You hear this, and the sky cracks, and there's this just comet falling,
Oh, okay.
ringed and wreathed in fire.
Did you have to do that?
She had the power to summon me, as her kind can, and I
Kind.
had the power to summon them.
Deals upon deals.
Yes. You have.
What did you get?
My favor has been paid in turn.
Favors, yes.
And though the muscles are sort of shaped to be looking at you, the head now turns to look back at the others, and it's just, and it's like you hear this little snap as the neck breaks as it goes back to look over towards the girls.
I had expected more.
You're not the first to say that.
Every word that comes from this creature's mouth sounds like a death rattle, and he had his breath smells of like rot and decay.
So she summoned you here. Are you stuck here now?
I can return when I wish to, but I have a garden to tend to. In the meantime,
Here?
And he just holds his arms out and kind of gestures to all these floating masses of flesh.
Oh, I'd consider that much more of a flock than a garden.
well,
And he sort of gestures out, and one of the umbilicals gets cut. And this creature opens its mouth and just screams and starts flailing about, and then like withers and dies.
they need more time. Some pruning, some caring.
That is much more of a garden. I apologize for correcting your metaphor.
Well, children don't know what they're saying. So you are the would-be, the maybe.
Ooh.
Bobby.
You are not.
New title.
You are not that impressive.
Cosmic entities do love their proper nouns.
The last time gods rose up, it was with more of a bang than a whimper.
Oh, well, whimpering things can prove quite savage.
know you only have minutes till they arrive. Maybe you could speak what you wish for here. Maybe I can do something for you.
A
You
deal.
can do something for me.
What could a maybe offer such a great entity?
Rumor has it you wish to return to the material plane.
Or you wish to go as well?
I have my tasks here. But...
And he holds two claws together, and this, like, black tar sort of starts to drip from it, and you can feel this slight sucking sensation as it more or less is a sphere of annihilation.
Maybe you could take a piece.
I've dealt with these things before, and they don't prove very fun or interesting. Quite boring, really.
You wish to see interesting.
Interesting is a matter of perspective. And I find from the undead that their idea of interesting is rather boring.
What is it that you find interesting, then?
Certainly not entropy.
And you...
Everything but
weeping
empatry is
children.
just so much more interesting. Look at you all around here. Dull, empty gazes. I don't think we'll make a deal today. I'm uninterested in unleashing that upon the planes of existence.
This... refuse... is not part of what I am. It is the... stupid playings of mortals creating them. And the occasional one that has stared at something it did not understand.
And it turns its head with a crack back towards Sloane and Tig.
Talks of interest. What is yours? Brutes.
I want to talk to you. I want to go inside the house and go clean up my room and go home.
And you... Sloane Elsa.
I want to protect my friend.
Oh, you know her name, but I'm just maybe.
He didn't know mine.
Tigariel.
Well, you heard her say it earlier, Isabella. Sorry, Isabel.
I told her.
Oh, well, then I'll have to riz her for this later.
Well, hello. It's nice to meet you.
Comes walking up to you, Tig, and holds a hand out. Do you shake it?
Or if you look, Auric is shaking his head as he's
I'm gonna
slowly stepping
roll
closer to you.
An intimidation check. You have to make a wisdom save against it to see if you can resist this. Oh god, it's trying to with this presence asking you to do something.
All right.
That's pretty good actually.
Guidance.
And what does that let me do?
1d4 you get to add to it.
Thank you.
Sloane, I imagine suddenly you become much more afraid than you were before as the protection from good and evil leaves you.
What is your total?
19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
You got a 23, so you do manage to resist it.
That goddamn D4. I needed those 3 points. I got 19 on the D20 and a 3 on the D4.
He hears, because guidance has a verbal component.
Oh, let me check for you. I'm pretty sure it does, but let me double check for you. Yep, verbal and somatic, so I would have muttered something in Sylvan under my breath.
Yeah, but I'll say, given you would have heard something happen behind him, but not really sure what it was, and then seeing
Oh no,
her,
when I
like,
say muttered, I don't mean like I'm trying to hide it. Like,
yeah, and then
definitely would have heard it.
She seeming to gain the confidence to brush him off. He sits there and you see him, and the magic's golden light into him. He's like, thank you. I accept your gift of power, Auric. Now, you wish to protect your friends, clean your house, and find something interesting.
I'm just here to help. Tig, don't mean to be rude. You're just very Tim-tammering. You intim-tammering.
Turns to Auric. Just like, yep, gibberish. Expected from the person that's scared of me. You take 2 vials. Plant them somewhere full of life. And I can tell you, you are waiting in your home.
Or why don't I just go knock on the door?
Knowledge is power. Thought you were into something interesting.
But what's in the vial?
He just points to the black, now hardened stone on the floor.
No.
I've made too many deals. Fresh out.
Understood. If you wish to go blindly.
And then you hear this just massive crash as something hits the ground a few miles away. This wave of hot air and dust past you.
Last chance, boy. All I want is to be able to see. I have no vision in that world. The undead, the creatures that are taken from my home, come under new masters. I hear stories on their return. A small amount of localized damage. Maybe 10-foot radius. So I can see.
My first steps home on the precipice of my divinity will not be to desecrate it.
Very well. Then we are done here. I have no interest in you. other than what you could give me.
I thought we understood that.
He just turns around and starts. His mouth is moving towards the creatures that are sort of like there, but all you hear is this like whistling of almost like air through trees, and you get the faint whiff of like decomposition and dirt. It's almost like it's like standing in a graveyard after a storm on a windy day. That sort of like dirt, decomposition.
Mm-hmm.
That's the language he is speaking.
Okay.
He just ignores you.
Ooh, that's cool. That's cool.
Mm.
It's like the way the White Walkers in the books talk with the sound of cracked ice.
Mm.
And like a rising sun behind you, the burning appears. And
Well,
the Nightwalker looks up to it, says, "Deals on deals." The burning nods.
I look at the Night Stalker and say, "No hard feelings, mate. Understand." And look back to the group and kind of with like a half like, we might be dead because none of us can heal, and that guy only takes damage from healing.
Icky is still my wizard.
As this
We
thing's
need to
voice
find a way out very quickly.
rises up again and it starts preaching, I need all of you to make Constitution saving throws. As
Gross.
its language starts to annihilate the air as it returns to its mass.
Natural 20 for a 31.
Woo! That's a good roll.
Hey.
Constitution save?
One.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
1 second.
I'm a plant. I don't need air that bad. I need sunlight.
What is my con? Where is it? There it is. I didn't do so well. 15. I rolled a 3.
No.
Okay. You each take, except
10,000
for
damage.
Shannon, who I
She's
believe
awesome.
have. Let me double check.
Inspector Sloan.
Oh no, you take nothing, Sloan.
Good job,
Others,
Shannon.
the others take
Exactly how
13
much health I
points
have.
of
Oh.
necrotic damage as the air starts to vibrate
It's still
and
not
like
great, but
little like holes appear, then reform as like it's kind of just annihilating the air.
Mm-hmm.
Not great.
This burning is like, I am the right hand, the fist of, and its mouth, bottom jaw splits and it goes down its neck.
Ew.
And it opens up and a bear steps out
Oh!
and then stands up and with the it like wipes its face and is now a man in a bear cloak with one black wing, and it kind of shudders. He has the horseman's sword on his hip. On his back he has his sword. You abandoned me again, mortal. I've made deal. I become part of something greater. I destroy you. And I need you to roll for initiative.
Yeah.
Jen, remember you get 1d8 added to yours.
Thanks.
Oh, gosh.
13.
Oh, nice, Sloan.
I
Nice,
rolled a
Sloan.
34 for initiative.
I rolled a 26.
Okay. It's going first.
Wow.
I beat my 34.
Time to die.
Yeah, it rolled an at
It's
20
bad.
and has.
Oh,
It takes
We're running.
as
It's again.
no, thank you.
the corpse of the
It's
burning
bad. We're running.
starts like flames just start licking up as it's literally was summoned down to be a vessel to pull war here. Again, deals on
Deals upon deals.
There's been a lot of steps needed to get this creature to you because the elves were holding it back. The Fae were holding it back for you. And it needed to get here. It takes 3 running steps forward and it jumps off the ledge and starts twirling in the air, drawing 2 swords, and makes 2 attacks out at you, slowly just whoosh, scissoring blades towards your head. What's your AC?
Sloan, make up with your ex-boyfriend.
What's your AC there, Sloan?
20.
Okay. So 31 is going to hit, and then 22 will hit.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
As you feel these blades impact the side of your neck, we're going to end the session. I will roll damage at the start of next
Oh
session.
my god, no!
Oh.
Fuck. Ah!
So,
Oh no.
this is probably the final showdown for this thing because you are now fighting it at the bottom of where things go to stop existing. And it's come here
Oh,
to kill you.
I don't have enough spells for this.
Mm-hmm. So, how's everyone feeling? Did everyone have a
HP.
good bit of fun?
I need a bag of lilies after this.
Did everyone have a good session? Everyone enjoy it? I know that it was a bit quiet for a couple of you, but
That's okay. No, it was good.
next
I
session's
like
all
the-
about Sloan.
Oh,
Sorry,
I'm
daddy.
concerned.
oh, baby girl.
Deeply concerned. Shannon, write down that you have that fortune's favor for next session.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
You'd
I'm
have
I'm
anything
gonna take it
bad.
from my chaos crew sticky notes.
We are going to do a really quick favorite moments, and then we will wrap up. So,
Okay.
since he always goes last, Sean, what's your favorite moments? One for each person and yourself.
I rely on going last. No.
Shannon's going last this time.
Beckett.
All right,
So,
Shannon, write down her favorites already.
Good. 'Cause she usually goes first. My favorite Sloan moment was absolutely just Sloan like doing some good old fashioned like analysis of the situation. I don't know. There was just something very fun about Sloan like proposing hypothesis to Auric and him being like, "Oh, quite good, quite good." Like that was very fun. That was something that like Auric was always hoping to start seeing from Sloan.
The
So that was sort of
comprehension
a
is coming through.
yes,
So cute.
yes. She's her
She's done
critical
so
thinking
good.
skills. Exactly. So that was my favorite moment from Sloan. I love to see Sloan like be more confident, but I also love that you kept it Sloan though. You know, like when she was like, I think they're called, I think it's demonic. Oh, I know what purge means. I know what it means. We can figure this out. Like I was really into that.
Thank you.
Tig, I mean, I gotta say, Tig making her own room in her head.
That was great.
Prompted from the Mind Palace. That was fun. And then that continuing throughout the session when the Night Stalker was like, what do you want to do? And you're just like, I want to clean my room.
That was so good.
Thank you.
And then Nova, the descriptions tonight were top notch. top notch. Really, really evocative stuff. Very, very fun to hear them and step into them and feel them. Like, I really felt the descriptions tonight, so good job there.
What's your favorite moment for you? Did you do that? Did I forget?
I did not do that. I liked Sassy Auric at the end.
Yeah. Gotta love Sassy Auric.
I
yes.
don't always bring him out, but I love Sassy Auric.
When he does show up, he brings that heat.
Yeah.
We might die because of it, but it's okay.
You could
That's
potentially
okay.
have gained the
No,
Night
it's
Walker as an
not.
ally for this fight.
I know,
And
but
that's
I've made too many
probably
deals to people trying to destroy the world.
True.
There.
He didn't even want to destroy it. He just is like, I want to see pretty things. That was it.
yeah, but
It's never just as simple as that.
Oh, maybe it
No,
is.
telling
stop
me-
making us feel bad
you
for the bad
telling
guy.
me the big ol' skull man made of shadow and death was like, I just want to see pretty things as he's
I
sitting
just
there
want to
talking
look
about,
at Sunflower.
you know, like the things
no way.
stolen from him and how stupid. Like, no, that guy
You know what?
was bad.
He said, you've got a few minutes you want to talk, and you guys decided you didn't want to really
No,
talk, so he tried to talk.
Stop
Yeah.
making
You
us
know,
feel bad
you could have
for the
I
asked,
won't
evil
feel bad.
undead.
you could have asked a lot of things and got information, but you were like, no.
I refuse.
Okay.
I refuse this deal. I
Me.
refuse the deal with Nova.
You did the right thing, Sean. You did the right thing.
You could have gained an ally. Instead, you've gained
Oh, shush.
maybe a mildly ticked outer entity.
That
okay.
can be fixed.
Sarah,
Me.
favorite moments.
Favorite Sloan moment. The flexing. It's gotta be the flexing. I'm warming up. That was just so cute. Like, I messaged, for everybody else, I messaged Sloan immediately, and I was just like, I love Sloan so much. This is just it's been a constant battle. The like, I love Icky more, or just I'm the biggest, strongest barbarian. It'll keep going until the end of time, but I love it so sincerely. It's so funny. Favorite Auric, shouldn't be like he went full parent mode with Sloan and was like, you know, good. Actually, yeah, well done, good job. Like the genuine moment of no, not just yes, you've done well, but holy shit, no, you actually have done really, really well. That's a great idea. I didn't think of that. Good job. I like it. The student surpassed the teacher, and I really liked it. It was very wholesome and very adorable. And favorite Nova, the like twisted, what's your castle
Mansion.
your mansion, yeah, just distorting it where you described it. I loved it so much. I would build something like that, like out of, you know, miniatures and stuff, and have like distorted bent windows and the bricks, and it was so awesome. I could just see it living and moving and stretching more. I loved it. The description was really good. Yeah. Oh, favorite self. There's icky stuff coming out of your crack.
Stench
So
of undeath.
I'm so sorry. As soon as Kyle was just like, these cracks that you made, I was just like, this is correct. Let's do this. Say,
I married this.
too good. Pass it on.
Okay. Shannon.
My favorite Tig moment I have 2 questions. Just
It's fine.
with the 5. That was so cute. Auric, the dimension door, and saying "You go where I go." I love the parallel with what Sloan said. I go where you go. That was really, really sweet. And Nova, I really enjoyed your role play as the Night Stalker. That was really well done. I also loved the descriptions, but I didn't want to say what everybody else said. So I had that other one too.
I had like
Good voice.
Yeah, I enjoyed the voice a lot.
Yeah, that was really, really good. It was genuinely unsettling for me, so I didn't put it as my favorite moment.
I had 3
It's too
like
good.
conversations like with dot points written out, depending on what you asked him, like his background, what's there, if you're antagonistic and you had to fight him, what he would say. And then you went with fucking none of it. I'm just like, I'll make this up as I go along, I guess. Here we go. And like had no, yeah. And you were like, it's just stonewalling the dude. I'm just like, well, do you want to chat?
I think it's the funny thing about it is like Auric has developed such a callousness towards any cosmic entity nowadays.
Yeah.
Because he's just had to talk to so many of them and burned by so many of them that he just like hates
Doesn't
them
give a
so
shit.
much. Yeah.
You
It's
can't help it
good.
if you're jaded at this point after all that.
It is good as
Like
the
I
anti-god
feel like
guy
when I'm
of the
role
group.
playing him, I feel the weight of Auric's feelings against these people. Like when I start
Yeah.
talking to any NPC that's a cosmic being, like I can't tell if it's Sean or Auric who is fully like these fucking gods, man. These fucking messengers of the gods, man. These stupid laws they all have to follow because they're cosmic, and I don't understand them.
The
Oh.
problem will be when one day you're like, you shut the fuck up, Cosmic. Yep, I am Cosmic. Stop being a dick. As you now puddle on his fist.
Oh yeah, no.
That checks
Auric is a
out.
teenager in the cosmic scheme of things. That he's like, when I'm a fucking adult man, I'm gonna have a jacuzzi in my bedroom. I'm gonna have a water bed. All my house will be lit by lava lamps.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
Oh god. I felt that cringe.
All right. So I guess that makes it my turn.
It
Did you
does.
did you do one for yourself there, Sloan? Shannon? Do one for yourself.
Tried to escape.
Go on. Oh, fuck, she's so cute.
I know, it's annoying.
I know I've used this before as the favorite moment for myself, but I mean it. I am proud of Sloane's accent tonight. It's a hard one to maintain, and I think I did a good job with it tonight.
You did. Well done.
Right.
Now
I imagine it's very hard, like when you've got an accent like that for Sloane, and you're also like strong American accent.
and
I imagine
Saskia's in my brain too. So
yeah, and you've slipped
focus
into
on certain
Saskia
things.
a couple times in the past. So I imagine it is quite hard when you're emotionally invested in the character and the scene to like maintain that and emote through it as well. So it's quite impressive.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you guys for not accidentally starting fights today. Because there's a chance you could have started a fight with a high-level necromancer and a nightwalker surrounded by other stuff, and then still had the Horseman of War that is currently also got War Daddy attached show up to be like, oh, you're almost dead? Cool, this is easy. And then have to go into the mansion if you survived all that. So
We wouldn't have.
So
Got
really
it.
good job for not
We
having that
strategized
happen.
well.
We
Sean,
just didn't be belligerent. We just
Some
weren't
of us rolled
belligerent.
like absolute dog shit.
Sean,
We
We're
did
normally
good.
belligerent. We weren't this
door
time.
was great. The starting of your description, which we never end up getting the end of you like kind of having all this weight of the different aurics like settle on you, kind of like woof, now you are all of them. There is no others. There's no pulling from another time stream. It's just you are all of them. I'm going to let you occasionally be like, can I see if any other aurics know anything about this? So
there's actually a spell I know that is sort of that, but it's proficiencies. I have a spell called Borrowed Knowledge, I think it's called, where I can give myself a proficiency that I don't have for 24 hours or something.
And don't forget, you've got those 2 divination dice.
Jesus. When we were in the pre-show, I said, Sean, remember to roll your divination dice.
And guess what you didn't do?
I didn't. No, I never do. The thing is, he says you still have those 2 divination dice. I never rolled them. Roll them right now.
Are they D6? What are they?
D20.
D20. Set them aside.
Mid
But
rolls.
They're good because you can give them to enemies to have them fail things.
True. I got an 8 and a 13.
The 8, giving an 8 to something where you're like, oh, I'm a cast this. I think I might have a low wisdom. And then they fail a wisdom save. Sean, the Dimension Door was great as well. I didn't want to hijack what someone else has said, but it was really, really good. Because I could see you kind of being like, can I catch up and cast telekinesis? No, they will probably fall too far in that time. So what can I... Because they're going to move at least 60 meters in that time, which is like 180 feet. So, your Dimension Door was really good. Nice strategizing. Tig, the fucking drawing.
That was great.
It was adorable and such a subtle burn on everyone. It was so good.
Trying to be nice about it.
Shannon, your role playing of Sloane as like, I need to protect Auric, but he's also like my leader. Like, I take his lead, but I need to be the one. So like he's like, we're going through this one, and you're like, and I'll step through, and then you're always like putting him behind you, and you like, it's really, really good. I've really liked that role play, and I guess as you sort of, I mean, it's quite hard right now with everyone kind of injured and stuff, but I guess it's gonna be really good when you guys are back at like your full strength, and you can start being a bit more confident with like, get behind me, I'm huge. It'll be really good. I, for myself, was really happy with the description of the goddamn apocalypse that Sean's character created when he just took a step. Yeah,
I liked that a lot.
Yeah, that was real good.
The core, the description of the core lighting up the cracks was really, really cool.
Yeah. Sorry that it almost killed your character, Shannon.
It's okay. Only cost me 2 third-level spell slots, which happened to be my last of all my spell slots.
But weren't they worth it?
Well, I had all my first-level spots, but...
Dimension Door's not 3rd level.
You saved Sloane!
Oh, well, then whatever it was.
Yeah, I think they're 4th. I think it's 4th.
It was worth it.
Is
Yeah,
it?
I think it's 4th, yeah.
Well, whatever it was.
Either way,
'cause I
I'm
literally
so
was
glad-
looking through my
I'm
spell
glad you
slots, and I
saved
was
me.
like...
There you go.
What is Dimension Door, actually? No, it's 4th level. It was my last 2 4th-level slots.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Auric.
All the kids say thank you to the teacher. Thank you, Auric.
Thank you, Auric.
Did you bring enough Dimension Door for the whole class? No. I
What did
didn't.
you bring
I
for
only brought
Crunch
enough
and
for
Sip?
Sloan.
Well, yeah, because I was like, for the whole class, I'm like, you could have taken Tig with you, but like, shit, but then when you got there, you'd be able to take Tig back.
I'd have to leave Tig behind, yeah. I'd be like, I don't
I'm
know, they got
trading
grabbed Tig, and I go,
barbarians.
we gotta get her, and it's like, oh no, which one of you?
You must choose.
Too much barbarian.
Too much barbarian.
That's the name of Auric's memoirs.
No, yeah, too much barbarian. It's also
I
a
think
really good
that's the
like
other
metal
shirt.
band name.
That's the other shirt you need to make. Too much barbarian.
Too much barbarian.
It would just be the 2 big
Copy-
beefy girls
copyright.
with little Sean in the middle. Okay. We're gonna wrap it up there.
Merch.
Thank you for watching. This episode will probably be up on YouTube way after we go back to streaming again. But yeah, catch us on sometime and look at the shows that are already up at the other time they're up. So yeah, dude, look at how good I am. Monday nights, Thursday nights, right, for you guys? Monday nights is your main campaign. And
Adrift in Aldalore,
Yeah.
our story about our heavily like sort of city-based campaign where a lot of stuff happens in the city and then they take quests outside of the city and it's a lot of fun. Very living, breathing world is sort of the vibe, but small as opposed to being continental or global. It's regional. So the NPCs
Very
can pop.
fun.
Good. Right. Yeah. Cool. We're gonna go. I'll get everyone to wave goodbye, and we will end it there. So wave goodbye, guys. We'll see you next time.
This many bye-byes.